Check out my quartz crystal collection. This is what I keep on my entertainment center. This is a really nice cluster piece. It's hard to see on video, but this thing is full of quartz crystal points and different minerals. And if you look really closely in some of them, there'll be like inclusions, which are, you know, other minerals inside of the quartz crystals. And that's a cool point. Big old piece, one of my first big pieces. Cool feather I found. Besides that, I have like one of my biggest pyrite cubes. Big old pyrite cube. This is a real interesting quartz crystal piece. So they all stack together as they grew. And then it's like Mother Nature's glue on the backside. Kind of just glued them all together. That's a better view right there. You can see them all. It's like 3 or 4 different layers of quartz crystals all stacked and grew together. And then out of nowhere, this one just took off and did a right angle. And then this one has a really neat like jeweler's cut right there. It's hard to see on video. Let's see. Anyhow, take my word for it. Besides that, I got all sorts of cool pieces. That's a petroidal piece. Big old quartz crystal there. This is a really neat piece. Awesome quartz crystal with some inclusions. Really neat mineral. Store-bought. I bought that piece of turquoise. So I got some placer gold that I found out of the rivers in Northern California. This is one of my favorite pieces. It is like the rock that grows the quartz crystals, and this happened to be dense with inclusions. So all those black hairs in there, those are tourmaline needles. Tourmaline needle inclusions. They're just glistening in there. Blah blah blah. Anyhow, so then you got this awesome quartz crystal piece. It's a cluster. And then there's a bunch of points all put together. Another big old piece of quartz crystal, like that one. There's like we call this a tabular piece, or it is called a tabular piece. I found that out of the ground. It was all muddy, and then I took it home, cleaned it up, and it cleaned up just like that. That is exactly how you find the quartz crystals out here in California. It's a learning process. It's taken me some years, but I can go out and find them now. 2 of my biggest points. That was my first biggest that I was really stoked about for a long time, and then ventured back in that area, continued digging in a similar area in a neighboring pocket, and then I found this giant quartz crystal. That thing is awesome. Is a jumbo quartz crystal. Has all sorts of different like patterns on it. Like this is a quartz crystal that is like growing off of it right there. But for the most part, it's really nice. Good condition. Not perfect, but it's good condition. It's my biggest quartz crystal piece, my biggest quartz crystal point. It has one needle inclusion right here in the middle. Here. Right in there, that black hair is a needle inclusion. Yeah, cool point. Mother Nature is pretty cool. California, the geology in California is neat. I've just gotten into it in the last couple of years. This is a, what is this? This is a piece of conglomerate from the river. Well, this is actually from a hydraulic pit. It possibly has gold in it, but I don't want to break it up. This is like a exhibit piece of mine. I haven't even put a metal detector to that piece. I should. It's a bunch of different quartz rocks and different rocks all glued together with old petrified mud. But yep, I got a pretty cool collection. That's a cool piece. It's like shaped like an arrow. It's an awesome quartz crystal, actually. Look at that. Would you just look at that? It's a quartz crystal that literally came out of the ground shaped like an arrow. One side is healed, but the other side is like faceted quartz crystal. There's like several, quartz crystal points that grew together. And then this other piece grew real thin. And it grew the shape of an arrow. That's another one of my favorite pieces. And then my buddies brought me back a piece of obsidian from Lassen County, California. That's a really neat piece to have. Not a lot of people can get obsidian where they're at. It's only found in volcanic areas, obviously. Yep, that's near the Cascades, Northern California. But yeah, this is another really neat piece. One of my favorite pieces. That's so we believe this to be like an agate. It's like petroidal crystalline all over it. It looks like a piece of like bacon. Look at that piece. It looks just like bacon. My bacon rock. Yeah, even the backside. Look at the backside. It's like those seams and that was just like a vein. We found pieces up on the hill, all scattered, and then we started just rock hounding and chasing it, and we found some nice pieces. Like this was an indicator piece. This led me to that big piece. Like this piece. Here we go. It has like a little pocket. And I was like, dude, that's like, petroidal crystals in there. There's petroidal crystals inside this rock in all these little pockets. So, through the process of rock hounding, I was able to keep going, and, I sniffed this out. My bacon rock. Really neat. Yeah, I got a pretty cool collection. Very thankful. Been able to do some awesome rock hounding in California.